So yesterday, what we have discussed, list, right? Okay, let's open the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so as per yesterday's discussion, lists are mutable, right? And list can contain collection of objects, right? Now, objects can be anything. Basically, everything in Python is an object. So, list can store collection of any kind of data, right? Same goes with tuples. Even tuples are collection can store collection of objects, but tuples are immutable. That means we cannot change a tuple. So that part we have seen, right? That tuple have only two options, count and index, whereas in list we have option to insert, delete, reverse, sort, clear. All these operations are supported by list, but not by tuple, right? Now you had a concern, right? That why we use tuple when list is there. So answer to that was that because of memory, tuple consume less memory than list. So what we'll do is let's create a tuple and a list having the same number of data and same data, right? Now when I try to check the size of list, this is a built-in function to check the size. When I check the size of a list, it gives me 72 bytes, and for tuple it gives 56 bytes, right? So tuples are tuple consume less memory than list. Double underscore, right? This is tuple, right? It should not give error. Can you do it again? Oh, no, no, there is no space. You can do in ideally also. Okay, let's talk about dictionary. See, you can check the size of any object, right? This method is can be used with any object. You can go and check for dictionary also. Like dictionary consume lot of memory. So to you make it, it is taking 72 bytes. There are four data, right? 72 divided by 4. How much? Somewhere 18 bytes. That means what it does, list, it creates a bytes of memory blocks, like 3 bytes or 4 bytes of block, right? And once you insert the data, right, it keeps increasing that. Tuple that block is 2 bytes bits, right? So that's how this is taking less memory. Because the list design is like it consumes 4 bytes block, and whereas tuple consumes 3 bytes block. Now within 4 bytes, you enter 10, 100, 200, does not matter. The maximum limit is 4 bytes, something like that. Now if you increase this, I made it to, let me add, it became 104. So for every data, it is adding 8 bytes. See, from 112, when I add 100, it became 120, 8 bytes. And what tuple is doing, it is 88, right? 88 and 96. How much? Even this is adding 8 bytes. But the base memory which it is allocating, right? Initially, what happens? It allocates a base memory, that this is the minimum size of the tuple and list. That minimum size tuple is consuming less memory compared to list. If I check the same thing with the dictionary, dictionary is nothing but a key value pair denoted by flower brackets, right? And we have to provide the key name, right? Colon, value. Okay. Key name, colon, value, key name colon value. Even dictionaries are collection of characters. Sorry, collection of objects. Okay, dictionary can also store collection of object. Okay, and this is how dictionary looks like. It does not support indexing. There is no indexing concept in dictionaries. Okay, because dictionary works on key value pair. So when you are defining a dictionary, you have to mention the key and the respective value. Key can be a string or can be a number. So I can create a dictionary as key can be a string or can be a number. Okay. So when I look at the dictionary, what are the key names? Name, age, city, and 100. These are the key names. What are the values? Smith, 45, Bangalore, and Karnataka. These are the values. Right? There is no concept of index. That means when you are fetching the data in the dictionary, then we have to go with the key name. Pass the key name, you get the value. Right? What if I pass the duplicate key name? Let me pass name again. Will it give error? What should happen? If I pass duplicate key name, does it consider duplicate keys? Can we have duplicate key in the same dictionary? Yes or no? How we are fetching the data from the dictionary based on the key name, right? That's what we have done here. If you are fetching based on the key name, then key should be unique. Otherwise, how will you differentiate? If you want to specifically get some data, there should be some unique identifier, right? In list and tuple, it was index, but in dictionaries, since index is not supported, so it is key name, and keys are unique. Now the question is, what will happen if I provide duplicate key name? Will I get any error? So the answer is Python is not going to give you any error. Right? Everything is handled in Python. So Python will not give any error. What Python does, Python updates it takes the latest value. So since there will be unique key name, but the value will be Jack. Smith will get updated with Jack. First, you load that in the memory. This is not defined because we are not expecting this one. We are not expecting this should not be 45 dot x. It should be 45 comma. And then you execute that. After that, the next box will work. Okay, clear, right? Dictionaries are also collection of object, which means inside a dictionary you can store any kind of object. I can store inside a dictionary. I can also store a list. List is also an object, right? List object. Even I can store a dictionary object. So we can create dictionary inside a dictionary. Same goes with list. We can create list inside a list or list inside a dictionary, dictionary inside a list. Any combination is possible, right? Now, looking at the structure of this dictionary is mostly useful or mainly useful when you have different type of data, or let's say when it represents a modular data, something like registration form. Data will be different, right? Name, age, phone number, all this data will be different, but it comes in the same module called user data, right? There we can make use of dictionary. Why not list? If I create a list and store name, age, phone number, how will you identify that index 0 contains what? It will be difficult, right? Index 1 contains phone number or index 2 contains phone number. So again you have to create a logic to map 0 to which key field name, right? So there we cannot, like, using a list does not make any sense there. List and tuple can be used when you have similar kind of data, collection of email IDs, right? Collection of phone numbers, right? There I can use make use of list and tuple. So I know that all the data contains the similar information. I just need to loop and fetch one information, implement some logic, right? But in case of dictionary, you can basically identify the data based on the key. If I try to update, what's happening? We are not getting any error and it is updating. What does that indicate? Is dictionary mutable? Dictionaries are mutable. Okay. Suppose deletion also. Dictionaries are mutable. Now, if dictionaries are mutable, then we need to understand how to insert, delete. This operation will be there, right? So let's try to understand the operation for deleting and updating or inserting new data, existing data into a dictionary. So to delete, to insert a new record, new key and value, or existing key and value, if you want to update, right? It has a function called update. Update is the function name. Inside update, you pass the key, let's say age 56, and now what will happen? Age and country, I am updating two keys and values, right? Age is already there. What will happen to age? Will it update or it will create a new key? It will update. It will update. What about country? Country is not there. That will create. So that is the functionality of update method. If key is not present, create the key. If key is present, update the value. If yes, so it's not bringing age here, right? Which means it is going and updating the same key, right? So it does two operations. If key is not present, then create. If key is present, then update. We can get the value of the dictionary by passing the key name. You pass the key name, you get the value using get function. It is similar to what we do with square bracket. Both are same, right? It's just like get is the built-in function from dictionary. Otherwise, we can fetch the data based on the square bracket also. Hmm. Country we have inserted. Yeah, so it does two things. If key is present, Update. If key is not present, create. Insert. We can delete. I'll show you delete. So this get is the method to retrieve the value based on the key name. Provide the key name, get the value. Clear, right? Now there is something called pop item. Pop item will delete, pass the key name, and it deletes the. No, we need not pass anything. Pop item don't pass anything. Just call pop item. It will delete the last key value. Always it deletes the last key value. Okay. If you want to delete some other key, then we have pop. In pop, pass the key name, and that will be deleted. Pop item will always delete the last key value. Pop, you can pass the key name and get the value deleted. Okay. So there is one method to insert an update, which is update. There are two ways of deleting pop item and pop. Pop item by default last key value. Pop, you need to pass the key and that key value will be removed. Then there is something called keys. Keys will give me the collection of keys. Okay. We have values that gives me the collection of values, and then we have items. Okay, so these are the three methods which will give us the result. One is keys, that gives me a collection of keys. Values will give you a collection of values, and items will give you the collection of keys and values. That means it is list of tuples, right? Again, there is something called clear, which is similar to what we have seen in list. It will remove everything from the dictionary. I'm not clearing because I'll it will remove everything, right? There is something called set default. What does a set default do? Set default takes a key name. So let me pass a key name. If this key is not present, again set default has two condition. First condition, it checks whether the key is present or not. So if the key is not present, it is going to create the key. Same what your update does. If key is not present, even update is creating the key, right? This is also creating the key. Since we are not passing any value, so it will take the value as none. Okay. If the key is there, if the key is present, then what update does? If the key is present, it updates. What set default will do? It will get the value. So set default is the combination of insert and get. Update is the combination of insert and update. No. Once the key is created, you cannot change the key name. It will create a new key. You have to delete that key and then create a new one and then move the data. Okay. So set default has two varieties. If key is not present, create. With the default value none. If key is present, then get. Get the value. We can also pass the default value. Let's say now skill is not present. Now what it will do, if key is not present, it will create the key with the default value Python. See, skill was not present, it created skill and default value was Python. Now let me try to make it Java and try to execute again. Now since key is present, right? Skill is present. So what it's going to do? Will it go and update? Update or it will get? It will not update. If you want to update, then you have to use d.update. What it will do? It will create. It will sorry get. It is still getting Python because key is present. See, okay. If key is present, set default is not going to do anything. It is just it will fetch and get the value. If key is not present, then only this default value concept and none will come. It will create and put something. Okay, clear? You guys need to compare list versus dictionary, dictionary versus tuple, tuple versus list, list versus string, string versus dictionary, and see which feature is there in string, what feature is there in dictionary. Try to relate, like pop item in dictionary is similar to pop in list. Without passing anything, if you do pop, it deletes the last item, right? Pop in dictionary is similar to pop with index number. When you pass some index number in a list, then both are similar, right? So that way you have to relate. That way you, and there are very minor concepts here, right? Which like I mentioned, but you guys need to keep a note of it, right? Because when you start programming, then if you know these things, then it will be easy for you to write down the code and logic. Okay, let me create a list of list of something that it's name city. It will always get the value. It will not update. If you use update function, then it can update. But here it will just retrieve the value. In case if it's not there, then only it will create. Otherwise, you keep giving Java or other value, it will not do anything. How it got updated? Okay. There's one last function here. If I pass something like collection of keys, collection can be in any form. It can be in the form of list or it can be in the form of tuple, right? So I'm creating a list of keys, and then d dot from keys, pass the list. It creates a new dictionary. Whatever key you have, whatever value you have in the list, that will become a key, and the data of the dictionary will be none. So this is to create the dynamic dictionaries. Runtime you will be creating a dictionary. Since dictionary consume more space, right? So let's say I have two set of dictionary, one for engineer, the other for doctor. Now, whoever logs in, if there is an engineer logging in, then I'll take the engineer related data like skills, experience, past companies experience, right? Project experience. If there is a doctor, then I'll ask specialization, all those information, right? In both the case, I cannot. One is to create the dictionary and keep it, but that will consume more space. The other way is based on who is logging in, runtime create the dictionary. So you can create the list of keys and keep it, and runtime you can create the dictionary from there. Right? So this is how the dictionary looks like. This is creating a new dictionary, it's not updating the existing one, right? D is still the same, just making use of the object of D. We are creating a new dictionary. Now, if you want to update this dictionary, override, then you can do D equal to this, so it will override, or you can do D dot update. Then what will happen? It will update to the existing one.